Hello, everyone. Welcome to this stream that was scheduled for 30 minutes ago. And you might be wondering, who scheduled this live stream? I did. I scheduled it, and I failed to meet my schedule. It was optimistic. I did think I should put it for 9 p.m., but then it's like, I'm sure I'm going to be home by 8:30 from dropping off my friend, and definitely not going to be stuck in the throne due to health reasons, just pondering about the meaning of life and the existence of something beyond us all at the other end of the sewers. So how's everyone doing? I also had planned to make a showcase here of talent that I have witnessed, and it's cataloged, but unfortunately I have not been able to work out how to log in on my Facebook because it's been such a long time that I don't know my username. I don't know anything. So I'm gonna now live go to the password app and try to figure out how can I log into this, and then we can go through Facebook and try to find these little gems of talent. For those of you that are not victims of aphantasia, which is the inability to visualize things in your head, you might be able to follow along. The little whiff of the water. I've been doing these open mics, like I say. I keep saying every video now I mention, I do these open mics. But the thing about it is, there was all this talk about, the death of guitar and rock and guitar-led music, right? But I think that is quite far from the truth, because the fact is that people keep showing up, young people, 14, 12, that play, 15, teenagers, young teenagers, almost just turned teenagers, that are very good, or at least have a passion for it. And that's all we can ask for, is for people to really be interested in guitar and in music in general. It doesn't have to be guitar, and it really is. I say that I'm often jealous, and I am, because it represents something that I was not able to achieve, which is proficiency at an instrument at an early age. But trying to figure out if my password is correct. This is the problem of letting Apple do your passwords, then you try to put them on Google Chrome, and it's like 16 digits with things that make no sense. Yes, of course, I now sent a mail to me. But on the other hand, it's good to see that the things that I like are being continued on. And I've even had the opportunity to play along. For example, I'm talking about Dexter Briggs here, which you can find him on YouTube. And I was playing some of my songs, and it was just soloing, improvising over it. It's like, this is really good. This song will never sound as good as it sounds now. At least not positive outcome. And it shows that it's not required expensive gear. I think now I know, for example, his pedal board is a Sonic Cake Multi Effects that is like £100, $100 max, if not less. The guitars are not expensive. I think it's like a Jackson, and even because, for example, when I see people talking online about guitars and stuff, it's always, oh yeah, but if you're like using a wiggle bar, a trem, a whammy, it needs to be the good stuff. If it's not the good stuff, it doesn't work. It works. If you know what you're doing, it works. It clearly works. This kid has been playing for 2 years, and he put the time in, and it works. It's not anything that couldn't work. So they say that they sent a message, but I did not receive a message. Did it go to the junk file? This is very entertaining content, isn't it? It's definitely. So this is where my daughter's stuff is. Everything is going to the junk file. Yay, great. Isn't it great when this works a bit too well and then just filters everything? So that's why it went. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Riveting, even, some might say. Okay, I guess my plan to showcase this. So what you've been up to, let me know if anyone's live. I think I'm live. I'm just gonna check on my phone if I'm indeed live. It would have been interesting if after all this time of me talking about stuff, I would. Now I am indeed live. Yes, I am. Monday evening. I was meant to be at 8:30 and I wasn't here, so it's understandable that no one else is here as well. Is it the Lamb that has a live stream now as well at the same time? Probably this wasn't very well thought out, was it? I think this is a case of quit while I'm ahead and call it. I just wanted to try as well to do the live stream with the Sony camera. Last time I liked the colors, but it was a bit laggy, so I just wanted to check if it will be the same case here. Actually, let me check if the Canon works. Here. Probably this won't stay live after because there's nothing here to say. So okay, I'm back. Let's see something. Just showing a part of me. So this is clearly on the best part of a web your name. See if it turns on. Okay. Riveting stuff. So now it doesn't work for some reason. Very strange. Could it be that the computer doesn't like to have two cameras? Oh no. It doesn't mind it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. How does it feel to I can be looking at myself? A vision to behold, indeed. So if I change that to this, and I do this, and I can turn on at this, okay, then I could put myself here, right? Very cool. So I could do this side for this camera, or this scene when I'm looking at my thing here to look at guitars. Why is there a camera here? How much is a Gibson these days? Oh, $19.99. They've got down. What's going on? It's like super high the other day. It's like 2,500 sort of for a Les Paul. I really like this. Oh, Iverness green top. This is very dangerous. And this is why I shouldn't. Ooh. Now, in reality, this is a very basic guitar in terms of like what it is. But the heritage, the authenticity just kills me every time. I also sometimes like just to come and have a look at the pre-owned section. No, just show me the pre-owned section. What's so hard about this? Okay, you can sign in to see more things, but again, everything's on my phone. Let me try to see. So one of the conclusions that I've come to is that these acoustic guitars that I have, this silent guitar, I actually have two, as you can tell, are my most bang for the buck guitars, because they are the ones that actually make money. No one else wants to hear me play poorly on electric guitars. There is a very big push, to sell electric guitars and electric guitar gear. But just as I was saying earlier, hey Staley, how's it going? Hope everything's going well for you. I haven't checked anyone really, so I'm sorry. I haven't checked your channel in a long time, but hope your projects and your passions are still alive and burning wildly. So yeah, so there's like this. I fell victim, not really victim, but I fell for the, I need a Strat, and I need a Tele, and I need a P90, and I need a metal guitar, and I need a Les Paul shaped, and I need an acoustic, and I need a semi-hollow, right? And I need a relic, and I need something modern. That's why, let me see if I can actually change the scene. That's why on the wall you can see my little collection that has in this moment is quite reduced. It's the jazz bass, the baritone, the Fred King Corona, the Jazzmaster Squire, and the DIY build. Right. So it's not a crazy collection by any means, but it is a collection. Thanks, man. I will make an effort, because it's not like not friends in terms of, but if on friendships, for example, I've learned and continue to learn that there has to be an effort to reach out to people. You cannot just leave it to chance. So I'll have a look and just to remind myself what you've been up to. I hope everyone is enjoying this nice chair as much as I am. So I'm just gonna move on to this other camera. I'm just gonna move it slightly here, so you don't have to. Oh, let's see. So yeah, I went to a guitar show yesterday near my house, and yeah, I definitely could have gotten myself into trouble, right? Because it's such a fun thing to do. You go and you check out, and there is this constant, not pressure, but desire. I think it's the more accurate description of, oh, this is such a good deal. Like, when am I gonna find something like this again? I don't know. It's tricky because I do like it. If I had the space and if I had the money, like for example, this is a Precision 5 bass in Sherwood Green. I really like that color. I don't have a 5-string bass. It's only £199. Maybe if I was called for like a gig, someone was looking for a bass player and they needed a 5-string. If I had it, I could do that. But am I gonna learn 40 songs to play bass on? And then this £200 could be like a lens for a camera that allows me to take better pictures at the gigs or the open mics that I do, and or for content creation for a local pub or bar, right? Or maybe it fills my tank at least 3 or 4 times, and I can go from place to place. It can be almost a year of gym membership if I really wanted to. But that's not fun. That's boring. This is a bit of torture, really. Like, oh, this PRSS2. Look at it. I've even had one of these. I didn't like it. And then it's like this sort of stuff like, oh, this is the American Ultra 1699, but this is the American Standard, a classic right now, with a humbucker, which is the HSS, which is my preferred configuration. Only $999. 1993. It's almost my birth year. There's always something. There's always, oh, I always wanted to see a burst. Oh, Les Paul Standard tobacco burst, which is like the slash collar for $18.99. How much is it? But now they've increased the range, the interest. So even like with a 10%, £62 a month on a 20% interest rate. So at the end of the times you pay this, maybe not. Even if it was like 12 months, a year, paying £160 for at the end paid the same for. This is a problem. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me, Sailing. Desire is an accurate word. I just sold my Auden the other day, but I got the Chroma console. The Chroma console. What's a Chroma console? Is it like a chromatic console for editing or something like that? Auden, I hear they're really, really good. I like the lettering that they have. It says, yes, some good deals on limited edition starts at the show. Yeah. And I went to the Birmingham Guitar Show, which probably it's much less impressive. On Strats, limited edition Strats. Oh, yes. For example, I don't have a Strat. What I have, I'll show you what I have. Fret King Corona Custom. Is this loud enough? Can you hear me well? Because last time it was a bit quiet. Just let me know. So I have this, which it's there, right? Which is Strat-esque. And then I have a Shure Gold Masquerader. In where is it? Show. It's like that, but it's the SM3, SM1. Let's check. Okay, we're back. No, it's not the SM3. Is it the SM2? Chroma console is a effect pedal. No worries. I also do that. I wouldn't confess publicly to listen to podcasts and to streams when driving, but definitely do that as well. So this is it. This is what I have as well. So this, and then I have a kit guitar that I built off a Strat, which is somewhere. So can I justify myself buying a Fender Strat? I don't think I can. These pickups are proper metal. They are. very dark and very high output. They're not my favorite. If anything, I could swap the pickups from here to my Strat and from the Strat to here, but I think I'll prefer to pay someone to do that, because they are also Seymour Duncan, but a bit lower mind. But at the end of the day, this is what makes this guitar this. So I don't want to ruin it. This Corona Custom, which this picture is absolutely appalling. You can see the video here that I did with Kevin for Kicks and Guitars. Oh, and my video as well on the review. I'm so awesome. It's so sad. It's so sad. So Fred King has a little bit of a loading screen, but come on, can we have a picture? Basically, it has a stacked P90 on the neck. It has a middle single coil and a bridge, a bucket bridge, but it's push-pull on these two knobs at the bottom here, and it splits all pickups, so I can play just single coil sort of stuff. And the second tone adds the neck pickup to the other configurations. It's locking tuners and everything. And this was, like they say, $779, but hey, Mark. So Mark is Dexter's dad, person that who I was mentioning earlier, that again 14 years old, started playing a couple of years ago, and he plays circles around most people that I've met before. He's not unique, I must say this. Dexter's dad. There's loads of other kids around there. You just type on YouTube and the person is all. But so far, from what I can tell, he is unique in the Wild Coast. But then again, I was just going on my little rant off. The Fender Player 2 Strat, which is the Mexican one, right? And it's just come out. This one is very nice. This one is very nice indeed. So this is $779, right? And this is $679. So technically, you could get a very nice Fender Strat for less than a Fret King. But the Fret King comes with a case, and it has Wilkinson hardware and its own stuff. So if you're like original artist, you could do that. But the Strat does give you like credential and linking to previous artists that used the Strat before, I think. I don't know what I'm going on about. I had plans for this stream, but then they all fell apart. Yes, I'm still waiting for the email code. That's also to share videos and the pictures and the stuff that we were doing, but this is so poorly planned that it never gets anywhere. It's so annoying. Can I just show you on my phone? Just go like, this is what I was trying to say. So let me try to find it. Nope, not this one. I need to go to the Astrodog band page. And here we are able to see what we've shared from the open mics. So there's videos and such, and pictures. John Simpson. Just a moment, bear with me. So you can see Mark, you can see Dexter here from the side. But Dexter, for example, on that same night, I believe, we had like these guys, Perilla Band here in Blackpool, rocking out to matching ESP LTD guitars. And it's, guitar is alive and well. And then we have, for example, the older guys that are like my age, leaving their Kerrang Dreams. I think this guy was playing as well. I think it was Harley Benton or something like that. It wasn't like an expensive guitar. The rhythm guitars for throwback, playing a D'Angelico. So and they all sound good, sound as good as anything else. We had Operation Thunderbolt that Peter played his DIY kit, and Glenn, I don't remember what he played, but the thing is, once you're playing live, it's not what you play exactly, is how you play it. And for example, miking an amp makes a massive difference. I didn't have this. We always hear, oh, miking an amp makes a massive difference. But for example, put a 212 Katana with a condenser, not like this. We like with a condenser mic and the dynamic mic, and the sort of different sounds that come out of those, just having those two mics positioned differently, it's absolutely massive comparatively to like any pedal, any pickup difference, any sort of, gear acquisition that you can make. Levels, being able to monitor ourselves, being able to monitor yourself on stage, it's huge. I think that the Catalyst that I have, that I'm not really a big fan really, on the stage works really, really well because of its utility and the sound, but apparently it's not very easy to hear because the sound is pointed towards the feet. So usually it's better to use something else. And we're just here looking at my browser, so I'm just gonna move myself to this scene here. But I used the Blackstar HD5R one of the times for backline amp, and I really liked it. I think it sounded really, really, really good with the cheap pedals actually. The analog sound, it was very, very like cutting, and as a guitar sound should be. And I think as I've played more and did beats here and there, I've gone more around the root of what is a guitar sound, how loud should a guitar be in a mix, and the sort of things. Like for example, yesterday I was playing around with these, which I showed on the last live stream. This is a Zoom R20, and I was thinking that camera, I have a second camera, could have an overhead, and I was just like, I put a drum loop, put drum loops on it, and then I recorded bass, and then I recorded guitars, and then I recorded vocals. The vocals were terrible because I didn't warm up, not because I'm terrible specifically. I think I am, but yeah, it just needs to sit properly, and I think that almost all devices at the moment allow you to do that. Again, going back to Dexter, his Sonic Cake multi-effects. I have a friend that started playing bass. I told him to buy the NUX MG300, which is like a 2-foot switch and volume control thing that has outputs and USB-Bs, USB-B, like it has all the I/O required. It has guitar sounds and bass sounds built in, amps and cabinets and effects and everything, and it's £100. And I could buy it for £50 actually. I almost did, but I don't know. I don't know if I have a use for it. I did think of taking it to the open myself, bringing my Helix along, which is heavy and big and takes space. But don't know. So it's one of those things that I think more and more it's about the nice colors of the guitars and if it works well or not. I want to try. It's not even I want to do or I'm gonna try. I want to try to work on guitar playing. I don't know how to go about it exactly at the moment, but I want to work on it. I want to have something to show. I was like, oh, I want to showcase what I'm playing, to be able to do so. I think that will be something to do, definitely. Improvising a lot of times, like why improvising? Because if you ever want to play along with other people impromptu without being a rehearsal that everyone has, that we all have a set list, improvising becomes extremely important. And knowing a bit of music theory in terms of like what to play, when to play it as well, is very, very relevant. So that's why it's not just a matter of learning songs, it's about like learning vocabulary, the licks, the scales, the sounds, all that sort of stuff. But it becomes a bit overwhelming at some point when there's too much to fill our time. Let me just check something. So if I put this here, and if I do this, and if I change this to this, and then I change this here, okay, so what is best? What is best? Adjusting things with one hand. I think this is the new technique in videography, as I say. Okay. So if I zoom in a bit more to simulate how close that other one is, we do this or this. So this is the Canon, or this, which is the Sony. Is there a massive difference? So this is the Canon, which is with autofocus. So let me turn that off. And focus on myself. Okay. This is the Canon. Why do you care? I don't know, but you might. And this is the Sony a6500. Is there a massive difference between these two cameras in terms of quality? Well, for starters, there's a black bar there. So okay, because it's more of a square image that captures into OBS, and this is more of a, so if I do this, I'm sure that this is amazing content. Amazing content indeed. That's what everyone has YouTube for. So I can even log in a bit more. Okay, so live testing. This is what it's all about. I don't know if this live stream is going to continue after on. As you can tell, one of my eyes is already closing more than the other. This is because I'm very tired, and it's a very interesting story actually. I have headphones, but I don't need to have headphones. It was just to see if the microphone was working, and it definitely is. Sony definitely more. Okay, so this one is more like, on my screen it seems almost like a bit grainy, like there's some grain to the motion. I don't know, there is some blur as well. So this is the Canon. Again, it like the Canon almost looks like soft, like it's soft. Supposedly one is like 1080p and the other one is 4K. So this is 4K supposedly. I don't know. I don't think I am streaming in 4K because the StreamYard only allows for 480p. So theoretically, it wouldn't make much of a difference. But who's to say? What's impossible? Well, they forgot. We are testing cameras, Steve. Why would you assume them I'm always testing something on these lives? Why would you assume that? It's just rude. Just because your lives now are like all perfect and all your tech works, right? With backing sounds and backing lights and cool guitar angles. I remember the days where you couldn't figure out the echoes, okay? But I'm glad you figured them out. And you have a steady routine of streaming Thursdays at 6:30, I want to say. 7:30? Sponsored by Highland Spring. Is this near you, Steve? So I don't even know. So this is the Canon, right? And this is the Sony. Go on, Steve. Is this better than it was before? This, when I look that side and you see the guitars, it's a different camera. It's a new camera from this camera, which would you choose, A or B? Now, this being a guitar channel, I probably should have like a camera on the guitar, and I will be playing guitar. Yes, they said this specific, just from your, probably they sell it from your Tesco to the world. B. B-E-A. That's codes from my wife. I was going to say something naughty, but better not. The kids are still probably awake. B. B is better. B because of the direction of the lights. But the quality of my face, what's more? And you know my face so well, love. So which face? Which face? I do have another light. There's more noise that everyone can hear. Sure, it's mega. So my face is better on B. Everything's better on B. Perfect. So I can sell the Canon, which was my intention originally. But I was like, maybe there's still a use for it. Oh, don't you lie. Why is this not working? Let me see. No. This is completely and actually not willing to participate. Oh, USB, why do you sometimes don't work? Okay. Okay. Okay, more light. More light is better. Okay. So this, like this. But now you see the reflection of a light there. Like lights everywhere on my glasses. I should probably just not wear glasses, right? When I'm bending down. Why? Love, you can't tell them that. Okay. Clearer. More lights. More lights. And I have a light under me as well. I just let it be for now. Okay, so this is the setup with the light behind me, right? And probably even I could turn this around here to give a bit more shine there. Now the problem is I don't like this door. Could I have just like a bigger house as well? Is that like a gear upgrade that we could do? So just again coming back to this one, I could even lower myself a little bit more, but I don't like the angle regardless. But there we are. Here we are. Let's just go back to A. This is very, I know, enthralling content that everyone is enjoying here. I'm glad that I'm not wasting your evening doing this. But let me just lower this camera here. And move it this way. Okay. Direction of the light is the issue. You can always move it that way, then put it here. Hello. Zoom in. Zoom in. I'm gonna do ASMR from now on. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just gonna. Yes, we're gonna now put our foundation to clear these bags under the eyes. Okay, and then just try to hide all these impurities. A few tips on shaving as well probably will be appropriate. But other than that, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. I'm clearly missing a career path. I did buy our custard tarts. They're downstairs in the fridge because they were in the fridge in my local Tesco too. The real question is, how can my wife, Portuguese, born and bred, with the baker dad that has made pastéis de nata, which are Portuguese custard tarts, enjoy the British version of egg custard tarts? I don't understand. I think there's a mistake somewhere along the line that was made. Okay, I don't have anything else interesting to say. There's an open mic this Thursday at the Leighton Institute for whoever is watching and doesn't know yet. And there's another one on Friday at the Glass House. It's open mic palooza. Open mic palooza. I went to a couple of pubs yesterday to try to speak with managers, and I said, I'm going to come back tomorrow. And then I didn't come back today because I decided to do this instead. And as well, I've been restricted health-wise. And I need to find a way to fix my glasses before they completely blow up. So once again, now that the cameras are around the same angle, one more light. This is definitely not good then. This is bad. Is that what we were saying? This camera, bad. This camera, good. Although this framing is not terrible. I do like this framing. I could put the other camera there, but captures more of the stuff, of this stuff, with a bit of blur on the back, and I'm already looking away, so but it's understandable. But then I can crop in. Let's talk about this. And if you heard this are the cars walking by. I just imagine my neighbors walking their dogs, looking through my window and seeing all these lights, that none of them are the ceiling light, and seeing the guitars and thinking that, oh, he must be a really successful influencer. What the kids are doing these days, it's an influencer. Their mistake is that I'm not a kid, first and foremost, and I'm not because I don't influence well enough. I think that's the path to go, Mark. I'm glad that you bring that up, because that's something on the pipeline that professionally, as a tradesperson, you'll understand the importance of tools. And I'm just glad that you brought that up without me highlighting or hinting at it at all. So Marcia can see that indeed another Sony will be required in the future. Probably one like Anthony has. It's only like 3 times what I spent on this one. So definitely a worthy investment, particularly because I always need them. I always need cameras. I don't even have a photographer friend that comes to these things and take proper pictures. I actually have a Dexter's video on this camera, and I need to put it on the computer, but I need to make a single purchase, which is a card reader. I have a card reader, but it only connects to USB-C, and I need a card reader to connect to normal USB-A. So so there's so for like £9 or something, I'm being trapped, because this is the problem. Is the camera records 4K, so I need better SD cards and need better card readers with higher speed transfers and everything. So it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. But who knows? Enough gigs come through, enough bookings and stuff, and I'll be able to at least be able to cover the cost of what we spend on stuff. Ordered a couple of t-shirts today. Very nice t-shirts. I'm very excited about these. I'll share with you the designs if you want, just before I go. So will it show? No, it won't show. Ah, yes. So I ordered. We have we asked for volunteers. We asked for a volunteer. At the moment, it's only Dexter, the volunteer. And so this is this. And I say this, I mean, okay, I mean this. So if anyone wants to buy one of these t-shirts, please don't, because these are like the crew t-shirts. So it has like the thingy. I don't, it's anything anyone can buy. If you want to copy this link by any means, I can share it here. But yeah, so this is the crew t-shirt, the Astrodog crew t-shirt. And then there is, I made a t-shirt myself. Just, I want to try the merch approach. So what I do is I create the t-shirts or the designs on Canva. Sometimes some of the elements split into several images, and then I upload them to these street shirts that have a web builder to make the t-shirts, right? And even have a very powerful AI, which is quite good. It's like gives good results. So me upgrading the Virgin Internet clearly was useless, because this internet is still very slow when I needed it to be. Then again, I'm streaming to Canva and uploading and stuff. Could I see my latest design? No. I can't see my latest design. It's gonna have to be a surprise. Let's see. Maybe this one here. You see, this is the problem. It's very low. Okay, so this was the back, and this was the front. I wanted to show. I want to show the Japanese lettering that have, I know the meaning supposedly. So there we go. All right, the internet is slow. This is not working. Not working. Everything against me, and I've been here for like 50 minutes, which has been the time that it has taken one of the children to go to sleep, which is not worrying at all in the slightest. Anytime now, anytime, it will be so nice. Oops, I know what happened. I know what. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for staying. Thank you for watching. I hope this was as terrible as I think it was. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. End stream.